Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. Hope you're doing okay and have had a good couple of weeks. Apologies, I have been absent again. Weekend before last, when I should have done a video, I started to feel poorly and I've been poorly all week. So I briefly logged into work to do a couple of bits to try and avoid myself having too much to do today when I went back. So yeah, apologies for that. Hopefully you can't hear the fan too much. I've got a fan on because obviously it's still quite warm and Jasper the rabbit is in here and he gets quite hot. So yeah, I'm still not quite 100%. I've still got quite blocked ears. I've got a really bad mouth ulcer that's right on the edge here. So anytime I talk or eat, it hurts. Ah, fun and games. I always tend to get ulcers when I'm not well. I think Jasper's coming to say hello. Don't know what he's doing. I filmed this in my living room, as you can tell by the sofa, and he's wandering around. He's probably going to nudge the camera now. What are you doing? Do you want to come and say hello? No. No, he's run away. He was just nudging the base of the camera stand. You know what animals are like. Anything they don't like the look of or is different, they either claim it or trash it, don't they? Right, a couple of updates for you. I finished, I can't obviously tell you what it is or anything about it, but I finished my Wee Woolly Wonderfuls tester kit for Lisa. I did manage to get that done last weekend, just as I started to feel rough. So I was supposed to do the write-up for Lisa on Saturday, and I didn't get around to it until Sunday, because I think I mentioned to you kind of what was involved, lots of weighing, scribbling all over the pattern or noticing any grammatical errors, pattern errors, weighing all of the leftovers afterwards, and then I will do like a write-up to Lisa of just like each section of the pattern, if it was okay or if there are any changes, along with a table of the weights of all the yarn used, etc. So that was all done. So then while I was poorly on Tuesday, I went back to bed for another 4 or 5 hours, and then when I woke up I decided I needed to just sit and watch TV. So in case any of you are interested, currently watching Jonathan Creek, BBC programme from the late 90s, with Alan Davis in and Caroline Quentin. I don't think the US or abroad would have necessarily got that series, but if you watch QI or if you get like QI on BBC America, etc., Alan Davis, who's one of the panel members in QI, him. It's basically like a bit of a whodunit type show. But yeah, you can definitely tell we now watch things in HD and the quality of TV in terms of just the cameras and stuff. Now, obviously, technology has progressed. Anyway, I digress. That's what I was watching, and I decided to weave in all my ends on my Sirdar blanket, and I actually did finish it. So, yeah, I've gone rogue on the border. I didn't do the border as per the pattern, because I didn't want to do pom-poms personally. I think I also missed one of those lovely ruffle ones around the edge, but I decided I wanted to go completely rogue. And also I keep measuring it in terms of the backing blanket I've got. I think I'm going to need to cut a bit off of the backing blanket, but I've decided to leave that until I'm feeling 100% because that's going to require concentration. But anyway, it is finished. So I'll hold up a quarter of it so you can see what I've decided to do with my border. So this is what I have done. I think I did the first few rows the same, and then I decided to just change colour and theme, and then I think you do a scalloped edge on the top and bottom as part of the pattern, but I've done it all the way around. So I've just found a scalloped one on YouTube. I had one I used before, but I couldn't find the video, so I just found another one and done that. So I don't think I'm going to fit all this in for you to see. I think I posted a picture on my Instagram if you follow me on there, but this is half. I'm going to hide. This is half of it, if you can see that, hopefully. And then I'll flip over for you to see the other half. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see what you're seeing. So the motifs, the fruit motifs, I decided to do a different order to the pattern because the pattern kind of tried to put them in different places and be haphazard, but I didn't like where it was, so I've decided to go lemon, strawberry, orange, lemon, strawberry, orange, and then the same on this side, lemon, strawberry, orange, because the OCD in me needs a consistent pattern. So I just decided to do that in the end with mine. Probably does need blocking. It's this section here, the in between. Can you see there's kind of a bit of bagging there? That's the only way for me to describe it on that granny sort of pattern, trebles. It's because these fruit sections, my tension was tighter. That was the only one I've had trouble with. But either if I pull it out with blocking, I just keep sort of pulling it here, or once I sew it onto the blanket, it might sort itself out. I've never blocked anything in my life, I think I've told you that, so whether I need to maybe spritz it and hang it on the washing line while the weather's nice, and that might do the trick. But yeah, it had the right number of stitches to match, but obviously where the tension is tighter on the gingham squares, it's sort of pulling it in a bit. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy it's done. It was actually a really easy pattern to do. I really enjoyed it. These were my favourite, this ruffle stitch here that looks like piping on a cake. And again, that was a really easy stitch to do. But I will show you the back actually and prove I have sewn in my ends. Look, there are no ends. You can see obviously the stitches where I've stitched on the fruits on the back, but that's going to be covered by the blanket backing. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't sewn on my special Sirdar label. So I think I'm going to do the backing first and then sew the label on. Pick a spot for that, I guess probably down the bottom here in the square if I can fit it on an edge. I like to try obviously not to cover up any of the nice pattern. So it is done. So I really enjoyed that. I think a lot of people had a lot of tension issues. Obviously I didn't in the most part, obviously apart from this gingham section. Maybe I should have done something sort of the beginning of the end of it to make it a bit longer, but I just went gung-ho and sewed it together. So hopefully it'll be all right when I come to do something with it. But yeah, really, really pleased with it. So I'm going to back it so that I can then sit on it out in the garden and the grass doesn't all get stuck in it. Just protects it a little bit, doesn't it, from getting too dirty. So she's done. Have you seen the Halloween one? I have seen the Halloween CAL release. It looks very nice. I like the colourway. It starts though like next week. I'm just not sure that I want to start another one straight away. I might order the yarn pack with the label and download the pattern and then obviously make it at a different time, because I appreciate they want to start it early because it's a 6-week CAL from July into July, so that's August into September, so in good time for October. But I might save it and do it as a CAL to do more in the lead up to Halloween. I don't know. I can get the yarn pack for about £29 on Wool Warehouse, so it's not drastically expensive, so I might purchase it and then just keep it in my locker. I don't have a locker, but you know what I mean. Keep it on the sidelines. Let me know who's doing it. What do you think? Have you seen it? It looks very nice. The colourway is a bit of me, like all of those bright colours. It looks more panel pieces, a bit like the gingerbread CAL. I don't actually know who the designer is. If anyone knows that, can you let me know? Give me their Instagram, because I'd love to go and see who the designer is. But yeah. So I've got Q on Thursday, so I'll be doing a Q video for you all. I haven't started anything particularly massive because you know me, I don't like WIPs, and I'll probably want to carry on with the Q make once we start it on Thursday. So I did carry on with some of my Doctor Who hexagons, if you've been here before. I have been making, I'll show you the board because that's going to be easier for a second. So Doctor Who hexagons, these are my latest sets. Blocking, see I block those because they're small and easy. I've got room to block. These are a bit lethal though. I could do with some more of the posts because then I could block a whole load more. Anyway, that's what he's currently blocking. I'm leaving them for a few days before I join them together. And I have now, I think I showed you I'd already joined some, but I've added more. It's really hard to lift up. Let me lift up one because they're all the same. Here we go. Oh, she says as she picks up two. This is what I've joined together. It's difficult to hold, it's a bit flappy. So I've got 9 hexagons and we're going up, down, up, down, up, down, if that makes any sense. So I've joined 9 together so far. I'm going to add the next 3 and then stop there. And then, as in have a length of 12 hexagons, sorry, not stop completely. And then I will join the next set of 12, because this is a 24-day Advent CAL, so 2 lots of 12. I will then do the second lot, because then I want to alternate a row of these, a row of the next lot, when I join together. And I'm not, I mean, that's as wide as it is against me now. So if I had another 3, it's not going to be a large blanket width. I mean, not shareable. But it will be sort of a single size, maybe, blanket. I just hope I'm going to have enough of this TARDIS colourway. Otherwise it's going to be another emergency contact to Laura and see if she'll do me another one. I've got a whole skein caked and another 2 skeins upstairs. So I'm hopeful, because I've been joining these as I go. Trouble is I've then got to join the long side of each of these together. I'm hopeful I will have enough. We shall see. If not, I'm just going to have to beg, borrow and plead that she might do me another one. I've already had 5 skeins of it. I ordered 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had 5 skeins. Yeah, can't recall. Pretty sure. I'll have to Google, not Google, but check through my emails. But those are all done and joined together. Haven't sewn in any ends. I'll leave that to the end, ironically. So I've been carrying on with those. And then while these ones were blocking, because I'm doing them in like 3s and 6s, I didn't want to carry on, and I don't have enough pins left to do another 3. I have started a crab, Jimmy the crab from Toft. I bought this yarn almost a year ago for my friend, because she wanted one. Well, she wanted 2 actually for gifts. And I haven't made, they're not gifts like coming up soon, they're just generalised give whenever. And I haven't yet made, so I promised her. So this is James C. Brett's Stonewash DK, that is the label. And it is shade SW5. That's the label. This is the yarn. I was worried it looks a little bit fibrous and itchy to me, but it's okay using it actually. It's 100% premium acrylic, it says. I've not, you know, it's just acrylic, but it's, can you see? It's going to focus, hopefully. Focus on the ball. The furry bits, like up here. You see those? Anyway. It just feels a little bit fibrous to me. Anyway. I'm going to keep saying anyway, sorry. I've made a body, 1 body, 2 side legs, and 2 parts of the legs. See, fibrous. The legs. You know what I mean. You will, if you've seen Toft Jimmy the crab, the legs are made up. So you've got the 2 front legs with the clippy claws. And then the 2 back legs. So these are, I think, part of the front leg. I think I have about 14 individual pieces to make for the legs. So I'm working on that at the moment. So I'm going to carry on with that after this video. and see how far we get, and work on that up until Thursday, because it's something that hopefully I'll finish before Thursday, and then I'll do the second one after the Q make. But yeah, it's working up quite nicely, the variegated thread yarn. Right, that's what I'm working on. I think in my last video, apologies, I said the wrong date for the Q October workshop. I think I kept saying the 26th when it's actually Monday the 27th of October. It's the Monday, the last week of October, which I think is half term for most people. Tickets have not yet gone on sale, and the same for the Warwick workshop. Tickets have not yet gone on sale. So yeah, we're waiting to see on those. Warwick is the 13th of December, Saturday. We don't know what that'll be, because when we've done the Christmas one at Q, the make has been like a Christmas themed or a winter themed flower. So like we had the candy cane sorrel one year, we had the, not the poinsettia, it was the Christmas, oh, I can't think of the name of it. The heathery looking one, oh, I can't, Christmas, it's a type of Christmas flower, but it's not a poinsettia. Anyway, it was Christmassy, wintry themed. So if they're doing it at Warwick, and it's not a Q Botanicals theme, we don't know what it's going to be for a Christmassy themed make. Do you not know? So yeah, anyone's guess. I know, I'm pretty sure with the Warwick one, I think they said haunted suit of armour on the actual description of the ticket. So it might, when the tickets go on sale, we might have more of an idea. Advent is the last Thursday of July, so that's the 31st of July, which is handy for me because that's payday. I think I mentioned that in the last video, but just to reiterate. Toft did just have a website update on Thursday, and it went incredibly quickly. They released a limited edition hand dye called a Mesozoic, which is like a very sort of pastely purpley theme with 3 dinosaur patterns. So you can get, I think it's Dippy, sorry, Jasper's eating out of his treat bowl. Dippy, Victoria, so Dippy the Diplodocus, I think he's a Diplodocus, Victoria the Triceratops, and I can't remember the third. Jasper, what are you doing? About to launch his bowl. So yeah, that I've done a click and collect at Q for that. So those went super duper quickly, within like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Plus also they found some more of their sample skeins. They did this at Yarndale, I think it was, I believe, because Kylie very kindly got me 2 skeins, because I'm nowhere near Yarndale. But they found some more, but they limited to 3 skeins per customer. I did order 3 skeins, so we'll wait and see what we've got. Most of the skeins seem to be what I call the Kingfisher type skein. I think I showed you guys, and it was the very last dye club. Most people seem to have received a derivative of that. I've seen one person so far get a derivative of the Sand Gecko hand dye. And then one person was very lucky to get 2 of the, what looked like trial hand dyes for the Mesozoic one that they've just released. So I won't know what I get till I see my parcel on Thursday. But yeah, so we'll see what those are. I'll show you. I will be opening them there to see what we've got, because I imagine there's probably going to be some swapsies going on when people see what they've got. So yeah, that went super duper quick. A lot of people I think did miss out. I was sitting here watching TV, not feeling well when the update went through. So I was like, go, 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 order. The last thing I've got to show you is I did place another order on Muud. Can't remember if I told you. But I did place in their 50% off sale. So I ordered, it's called a Kathy. And this is more going to be for me for like a journaling bag, because this is kind of what they showed it for as well, in fairness, I think. Because I have pens and all sorts in there. Oh, excuse me. I'm just reading, there's like a little thing stuck on the back of the packaging. It says, due to the nature of real leather and the gradual fading process, this will become more unique during wear. Natural leather with no finishing treatment. makes more sensitive to colour transfer. Don't wear light coloured garments, basically. Sorry if you keep hearing noises. Jasper's got a bowl on top of his little castle and he keeps shoving it around. And I don't know why he keeps shoving it around. This is the bag that we have. I hadn't yet taken off, but one's come off. The little, I'll try and put that back on now. The little paper packaging. So there's lots of paper packaging on all of the little, I want to say toggles, but that's not the right word. A little bit squashed on the bottom, which I was a bit disappointed with, but I mean, I think it's going to happen. It's obviously been a bit squashed in transit maybe. But yeah, so this is the bag. So it says Muud on the back, on the front. And on the back we have just a little sort of pocket here that you can put, I don't know, tickets, whatever in. It's the thin pocket, a non-expanding one. You get your little label on there with a QR code that you can scan. Right, so we have got 3 openable sections here, as you can see. I will open the front first and probably free gift with purchase. Tissue paper's all going to fall out. Yep. Take that out for a second. I'm going to put it back in because it's got squished on the bottom already. I don't want it to get further squished. So we have in here lots of elasticated for hooks, pens, etc. Sorry, I'm not very good at moving through that way. Lots of those. So how many have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 elasticated. So pens, hooks, needles. Then we've got these weird little kind of pockety things. Stitch marker. That one's obviously really tiny. It only goes up to there with my fingers. This one goes in a bit further. Pockets. These, I think possibly for circular needles. They appear to, do they unpopper? I haven't tried it. I think they unpopper. Yes, they do. They unpopper. Circular needles, perhaps? Maybe that's why there's a scan me on it, so I can learn how to use my bag. And then the pocket goes all the way down behind there as well. So that is what is classed, I would say, as the front. It's the logo one. Put this back in. Zip this back up, she says. And again, this was half price, so it was about 60 or 80 DKK or euros, I can't remember. I think it came to, in total, about 80 something pounds with shipping, because obviously shipping, but it was under customs and import because it's under £135. Then we have a main section which isn't stuffed, but it's currently got the long strap in there. There we are. We have a long adjustable strap, which I haven't taken apart yet, to go on each of these ends. You can see one there because it's come uncovered. So a long crossbody strap, and I would say this, I haven't got anything A5 to put in here, but like an A5 or a reading book, etc. It's deep and it's wide. But obviously it depends on how much you squish in either of these front and back as to how much space is taken up in the middle. At the moment, all I can fit is the tissue paper on each side. And then the back section is another, and this is why I like this one. I mean, I don't dislike my other one that I bought, but this one has double zips. So you can open sort of partially if you want to, instead of all in one go. My black one just has one zip, so yeah. Again, free tissue paper with purchase. So in here you have the little metal logo there. We've got more of these, but these are not elasticated, and I can't see if you can see, these are actually sealed at the bottom of those. These are, you can pop all the way through. Those are actually sewn at the bottom. So whether that's more for needles as well, and hooks, so that they don't, I mean, if you tip it up that way, it's going to fall out, isn't it? There you go. Answers on a postcard. Zippy pocket in here. There you go, fits my hand. And then just a loose pocket to put paraphernalia, what a good word in there. So yeah, what does it say in here? Kathy, one size, order 07. Whatever that means. Oh, I'll just tell you, I'm just wondering what it says. Do not wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, do not iron, do not dry clean. 100% leather and 100% poly drill. I've never heard of poly drill. But interestingly, because I didn't notice this thing on, made in India, production year 2024. So it tells you that on the inside. So that's interesting. I'll have to look at my other one. Whether they've been made a while ago or made recently. But that is, I mean, apologies vegetarians, it is real leather. Not suitable for you, I'm afraid. But yeah, this is in the colour Whiskey, which is their, I think, sort of traditional colour that they have a lot of their bags in. Trying to get that all back in now. This is not going to work, is it? I wanted to keep it sort of stuffed. Do that back up. But yes, I have a project bag problem. I am addicted, but this is going to be my journaling bag, because I have a planner that I bought from Pigeon's Nest, who is also another crochet lady, and I bought one of her seconds planners because I'm really awful at writing in really nice things. You know, when you buy them and you think, oh, I don't want to ruin it by writing in it, or I don't want to burn the nice candle or use the nice perfume. So I bought a seconds one, and I've literally consistently written in it every week or every day so far this year, and I find mentally it helps me as well. But I record things like, do I have some vegetables, do I exercise, what I have for dinner, if I've worked late, like if I've been to the gym, if I've done my yoga and Pilates. Yeah, so it's really been working. So I wanted to use this for my journaling bag. I don't particularly take the journal out, but it is a planner more than a journal. I'm using it for a bit of both. But yeah, I mean, doubles up as an anything bag, really, doesn't it? For that sort of thing. So that was my delivery, which I have waffled on for quite a while, sorry. They've still got their 50% off sale at the moment. There is still stuff left. So if you are interested, I'm not going to enable, but you just need to sign up to their mailing list first to get your code. I don't know if it changes, so I can't obviously give you it, because I think I've used 2 different codes so far. So yeah, sign up to their mailing list first on the website, and then you'll get your discount for the half prices. They've got things like dog accessories. They've got a dog bed, like a litter bag carrier. Yeah, they've got some other random things I didn't realise they made, because obviously I just associated them with craft bags. So have a look if you want to. I'm not enabling, don't if you don't. But that was what arrived. What have I got coming craft-wise? Oh, I've got one more thing to show you that arrived today. Let me pause. I do love the pause feature that I found on my phone recording now. It's so handy. So yeah, I've got my 2 Toft orders to collect at Q, which I'll show you in my Q video. I had a Toft delivery today, which was my dolls club that hubby pays for birthday / anniversary / Christmas. It's one of those ones he kind of pays for on the rolling, so yeah, that has arrived. If yours hasn't arrived, or you're waiting for a surprise, please don't watch this part, and this will probably be the end of the video, so you can leave. You have my permission. Toft did update the pattern on Friday afternoon. They did post on their Instagram, so I looked straight away, so I knew what it was. But obviously they haven't released it yet, if they're waiting for people's parcels to arrive. So if you don't want to see, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Right, that was your warning. Jane Austen. This is who we have for this instalment. I will show you the card that came with it. This is what she's going to look like. Yeah, she's got a little umbrella, a super skinny dress. So thank you, Holly, as you pointed out to me and Kylie, because we both probably said we'd do this, overstuffing her. Also, I'm hoping those gloves are, you make the hand in the cream and you're not making gloves to go over the top, because that's just going to be painful. I imagine it's do it in the cream and add the ruffle. If you can see, let me put it in front of my face so it might focus. Oh, there you go. There's the back of her with her bonnet. So you get this card, if you've never had Dolls Club before, you get this card that gives you some information. So I can show you this because it's not the pattern. Tells you when she was born, when she died, what she was known for. Because I didn't know this. It said, did you know? Jane never got to see her name in print because she published all of the novels in her lifetime anonymously. Didn't know that. And also, she was born in 1775 and died in July 1817. So she wasn't yet, she was 41, she was my age. Yeah, 25 and 17 will be 42, but she didn't hit December 42. Jeez. Shows you, doesn't it, in the 1800s. 41 years old. So basically it's been 250 years, it's coming up, since her birth. December 1775, December 2025. So this is why we have her. So I won't get the whole contents of the bag out, but basically we've got lots of hyacinth here. We've got some cream, some chestnut, some oatmeal, charcoal, more cream. And then I haven't opened this bag, but I can tell what it is. Can you see? It's the stick for her umbrella. There's nothing else in there, so I think it's just like a lollipop type stick for her umbrella. Whether we're gonna glue that in, I don't know how we would sew it in. All will become revealed. I haven't looked at the pattern yet, but I have downloaded it. So yeah, that is the instalment of Dolls Club. On that vein, if you have the Dolls book and you bought it directly from Toft, they have updated the bonus patterns. I bought mine at Ali Pally, and I never received my original bonus patterns because it was when I first found Toft. I bought the Imaginist and the Dolls book. I got my Imaginist extra patterns, but I never got my Dolls, so I haven't got the update ones. But yeah, a couple of the girls said to contact them, but I've got no way to prove that I bought it at Ali Pally, but it's fine. So yeah, she's updated them, I think, with some graduation ones and various others in there. So if you have bought it with Toft, if you go back into your Toft area in your library of patterns, you should find the updated one. Yeah, I actually managed to get that apart without tearing the sticker this time. I don't keep those because I always manage to tear the sticker. Sorry for the rustling, but that is what arrived today, literally. Yeah, I think that's everything from me. Yeah, I'll do what I can in terms of videoing and photographs and at Q on Thursday, and we'll try and get some information out of Kerry, but she's very tight-lipped about everything, because obviously Advent coming soon. She might not give us a theme, she might not give away anything. They've been doing a lot of work for next year's 20-year anniversary celebration, so yeah, I think that's been taking up a lot of their time at the moment, because I think it's a lot in the works that they're going to be doing. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much as always for watching. I'll hopefully have a video either Thursday night for Q or shortly after for you, so you can see what went on. And yeah, thank you all for coming back, because I've not been great with the videos at the moment. I've not been every week like I normally am. I would try to be better at that for you. I do miss you all, but sometimes my brain just is like, if I'm ill, I look a state, so nobody wants to see that. Anyway, have a good week, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.